Florecitas. My name is Ileana and I am a floral artist based in Austin, Texas. Today I'm going to show you an ofrenda. You're going to want to start with something that you can have that has 2 levels on it. So I have this little plant stand that I'll be using today, and I'm also going to be using some of these vases that are traditional, like Mexican cookware and homeware. And then for my added element, I am going to be adding a cute little pot of marigolds to this one. So that will be something that I'll show y'all later on. I'm going to start with this first arrangement. It's going to be larger and taller. So today we're going to focus mostly on marigolds. You don't have to use just marigolds. You can always add in other pops of colors if you would like. Celosia is in season right now, and it's very vibrant and beautiful, and it goes great with marigolds. So that is something that I recommend as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start cleaning off some of these leaves, and I'm going to trim them according to what I think will look good. And you don't have to take off all the leaves, it's really up to you. You can go in with other greenery. This just makes it more sustainable and you don't have to use as many pieces. The scent from the marigolds is what helps guide your ancestors' spirit over on Dia de los Muertos so that they can come and celebrate with you. So you can go ahead and make arrangements or things with marigolds during the month of October to start getting ready to celebrate, and they dry out beautifully. And then if you want, right around the beginning of November, to go and buy fresh ones so that they smell really fragrant in your house. A tip when working with flowers or arranging them at home is that you're going to want to work in odd numbers, so that way the eye can spread itself out and not just gravitate to one area. So right now I have 4 big marigolds in there, and I'm going to add a 5th one. And I think that for this one, I'll be done. What do you think? Okay, so I just finished this small arrangement. I used 7 marigolds in there. I'm gonna put it to the side. And next, I'm going to work on this cool little structure that I found. I was shopping at Ross and it was only $10. So I thought I could do something with it. What I already have for this is a little taco, well, more like a little flauta, to be honest. A little flauta of chicken wire. So I'm going to attach it to this part right here because I think that it'll look really nice. And after I do that, I'm gonna go in with my marigolds. So let me go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to take this piece of wire and I'm going to thread it through the chicken wire onto the base, and then I'm going to twist it so that it's sturdy on there. And you're gonna wanna make sure you go to all the little spots that you have and just give them a good little squeeze. Okay, so there it is, that's my base. Usually if you're going to be using this for all day, what you would put in here is some moss as a barrier to hold the water in, and then you can take your flowers and stick them in the moss, in the chicken wire, and it'll act as a way to hydrate them. Since I'm just doing this at home right now for fun, to show y'all, I don't have any moss in there. I'm going to repurpose my flowers anyways after this. So yeah, I'm gonna start with that. And what I did with my other ones was I saved all of the leaves because I'm gonna start going in there with this. So since it's not filled with moss, I'm just gonna squeeze it so that way I create more like ways that the flowers will stay in it. And I'm just gonna start adding in my greenery. Basically, like when I saw this, I kind of had this vision of something cascading down to go with the shape of the hoop. So that's what I'm going to try to attempt, and as I add it in, I'll be able to stick more things and they'll stay tighter together. So hopefully I can achieve that. I think I will. I'm almost done greening it for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with marigolds. Okay, so I think that's a good little base right here. So I'm going to grab some of the marigolds and start playing around. So I like this really big one right here. Clip that one, clean it. And okay, so this is what it's starting to look like, or starting to, yeah, finishing. I think I'm just gonna go right here with a little bit more green and then add some over the top and just like trim all the stems, and I think that I'm done after that. Alright, so I think this is going to be my final product of this one. I'm going to go on the back and green it all out. Y'all can't see it from there, but I can see it from here. And go in with my little green leaves. And I think my favorite part about using the leaves from this is that they're already really green and lush, and they make it look like super cool and natural just using all the organic elements of that one flower. I think that's always like a win-win. There is a flower shortage right now, so I'm trying to be as sustainable as possible as far as buying from local farms. These are from Arnosti Family Farms out in Blanco. And chicken wire can be really finicky, especially if you're not used to working with it or working with flowers. So that's why I say this was just like an added element to the mini ofrenda that's really simple and basic, and I just wanted to add a cute touch to it. Okay, now that I've finished my last element of the flowers, I'm going to show you the finishing touches to the ofrenda. Okay, so here you have the basic setup of this altar. You're going to want to have your candle for your fire element, and then you have your water, as your ancestors are probably thirsty from their journey. You're going to want to use a little bit of salt, just like to kind of put it in a cross on the table. The element that you want to add is your papel picado, and your last element will be your pictures of your ancestors. So I have both my grandmas, and we're gonna put them on here. And this is the final look of the mini ofrenda. We are missing a few traditional elements like pan de muerto, calaveras, and just food that your ancestors would like is something that we usually add in as well. If you have never celebrated Dia de los Muertos, I hope that this inspires you to celebrate it and to have that time with your ancestors. It's a really beautiful holiday to celebrate, and it's really nice to get with all of your family members and the people in your community, and to just have this really vibrant celebration. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Ileana, aka Florecita. If you're interested in any of my arrangements that I create, please follow me on Instagram at florecita.atx. I am currently taking orders for arrangements for ofrendas. I would love to help you celebrate your ancestors.